and was inquiring about him and his skills. They say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
He did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
At the 34-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Prescott now. And he'll go down at the 28.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
Yeah, just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. They'll run with Elliott. And he'll take this close to a first down at the Chiefs' 22. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. A first down carry by Elliott. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 7 yards there and a first down.
First drive of the game. We did see this in practice, didn't we? Because they allowed us to stay and watch and see what their opening script would be, even though we don't know the exact play calls. That looks a lot like what we saw them execute, doesn't it?
It really does. And in practice, it wasn't about a lot of big shots on that opening drive. They wanted to put together a series of plays. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
This throw caught right around the 6. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short. Throwing, Prescott, and that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dak Prescott hooking up with Amari Cooper. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Now Mike McCarthy saying, let's go for 2. They'll let Elliott try and run it in. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Cowboys 6, Chiefs nothing.
So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. This will make it into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Complete to late.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second and a foot or so.
Second and inches.
We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff.
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Covered by the defense.
2 seconds to go, first quarter. Prescott now after the fumble recovery. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 6-0 our score after one. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. Prescott. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott hooking up with Amari Cooper. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. So they've had 2 drives, and he's had the 2 receiving touchdowns.
And how about a game plan where you decide to force feed or feature someone, and it works? First 2 drives, as you noted, end up in touchdown passes. I think they're going to keep going to them until the defense makes any kind of an adjustment.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead now stands at 13. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And Hardman going to go ahead and sit on this one as it'll come out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The 22 more yards there and another first down. They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 10 more there and another first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they get to that end zone real fast.
And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the Cowboys.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown.
Complete to
Mecole Hardman, 27 yards. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown.
When we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And it's now 13-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is Tony Pollard. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
2nd and 2.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he's going to have a first down on a gain of about 10, and that'll take us to the 2-minute warning. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
At the 46-yard line.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. On first down, it's Elliott. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 5 now. Prescott. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 18.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Neville Gallimore busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. This is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They give him a gain of 38.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game. And they hit that one there for big yardage.
They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Taking it in.
Someone put me